as announced, we will be reading text number 35 of Canto 7, chapter 15, Ideal Family Life. We have been reading this ideal family life, and that is the most important family life because most of the people want to get married or will get married one way or later. But if they follow the ideally, then it is like a sannyas or brahmacharya, even if they are in family life. Why? Because all the divisions are there: brahmacharya, grahastha, vanprastha, sannyas. But their aim is to worship the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord or attain the lotus feet, and that is possible in family life also. If so if one can remain without getting married or without, then that is fine. But otherwise, they could get married and follow the rules and regulation. Just live like a ideal grahastha. So this discussion is about family life. There was discussion about other brahmacharya, sannyas, vanprastha, but now the most important part is family life because most of the people like to go through that, and another is it supports all other ashrams. Ward and ashrams is supported by the family. The only the earning members are the grahasthas. So that is also, it has the significance. But it's not that family life, it dwindles down from grahastha to grah medhi. Means you become envious of others and want to compete and want to enjoy family, want to enjoy the family or enjoy mostly the most prominent is the sex life, then they will degrade to so many other species of life. So we'll read this and talk on what Yudhishthir Maharaj is listening from Narad Muni. So text number 35. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Shri Chaitanya Manobhestam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Nama Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Nama Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Dashatarine Sri Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskrityam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nastaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatas Bhagavati Uttama Shlokir Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So text number 35. Devarsha hastu vaisatsu tatra brahmatmaja dishu rajanya grapujayam matah patrataya chutaham. O King Yudhishthir, that is Narad Muni is telling to Yudhishthir Maharaj, addressing him, the demigods, many great sages and saints, including even the four sons of Lord Brahma, that is Sanat, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar, four Kumaras. And I myself, that is Narad Muni, is also son of Brahma, were present at your Rashtriya sacrifice. So there was a Rashtriya sacrifice that was performed by Yudhishthir Maharaj with the help of all Pandava brothers and Lord Krishna. But when there was a question of who should be the first person worshipped, everyone decided upon Lord Krishna, the supreme uh, person. So that is Narad Muni is telling that Krishna is the most worshipable. In the Rasva Yajna, there were many Rajarshis and also many kings and many other people were there, but they all decided. But one person uh, named Shishupal, he is the only one who objected because he was envious. And envy is just opposite to the devotional service. It kills the devotional service. If anybody is envious of anyone, then they cannot really progress in devotional life. They will be dwindled and go to many other species of life. So there is a reference to the Rasya sacrifice performed by Maharaj Yudhishthir. In this meeting, there was a great turmoil over selecting the best person to be worshipped first. Everyone decided to worship Sri Krishna. So we have to glorify, and these are the pages which is glorifying the Krishna supremacy. Why he is supreme? We call it supreme personality of Godhead. But why he is the supreme? Because he has all the qualities that has been described. And so he is the summum bonum, he is the cause of everything, he maintains everything, he destroys everything. Again, the things are rotate. So we are a part of Krishna and we are meant to live with Krishna in the spiritual kingdom. But we chose in a wrong way to stay in the material world. So he has created the material world for so we could try our best to enjoy, but we cannot enjoy because we are eternal part of Krishna. Only in our proper atmosphere, that is a spiritual atmosphere, we could be happy, not otherwise. This is all a dream or it's just a temporary happiness, just like one may feel happy in the merry-go-round when you go. But how long? How long you could go on? And you may feel vomitous or other dizziness or other problems will also come. So we cannot be happy in the material world, but we can be happy in the spiritual world, like just watering the root of the tree. It is happy, or mm, serving the stomach, the food in the stomach, then all the parts gets energized and hunger is subsided and you feel strength. Same thing that by worshipping Krishna, that is the root of all things. Aham Sarvasya. So it will give us. Uh, so everyone decided to worship Lord Krishna. The only protest came from Shishupal, and because of his vehement opposition, he was killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You all know that Shishupal was his Mausi's, Krishna's Mausi's son, and he was very demonic. Really, they were Jay and Vijay who were cursed by the four Kumaras. And so he is the same way like Hiranyaksh, Hiranyakashipu, Ravan, Kumbhakarna, and in this Dwapar Yuga, it was Shishupal and Dantavakra. Although originally they were, Shishupal was also one of the guard at the gate. He was the gatekeeper. But nonetheless, he was acting as a demon because he was cursed. So text number 36. Jiva Rashi Virar Kara Kirna Kirna Andakoshandri Po Mahan Tanmulat Vadachyuteja Sarva Jivatma Tarpanam. The entire universe, which is full of living entities, is like a tree whose root is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Achyuta, Krishna. Achyuta means infallible, who does not move from his position. So he is the Supreme, he remains Supreme. He is the Creator, he remains the Creator. He maintains, he remains the maintainer. So he is Achyuta. Therefore, simply by worshipping Lord Krishna, one can worship all living entities because he is the cause of everything. Everyone is a part and parcel of his uh, body. So we are all part. So if the person is happy, then all the parts also become happy. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavah mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhav samanvita. I am the source of spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly knows this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So people are very much anxious to give service to other living entity. Means that is the attitude to serve. Jivara Swarupa Krishna Apnityata. But to whom to serve? Where the service has to be reposed. That has to be known through the scriptures, especially to the poor. But although they have manufactured many ways to give some help, actually they are expert in killing the poor living entity. So there are 8.4 million species of life, and we think that we have supremacy on them, and we could kill them. And they call them as a produce. They are produced for our enjoyment, but that is not so. All are living beings, and everyone has it same tendency of eating, sleeping, mating, depending. So 9 lakhs are aquatics out of this 8.4 million or 84 लाख में से 9 लाख जो है वो aquatics हैं. They live in the water. 20 lakhs are स्थावर. स्थावर means who do not know, like trees and plants and creepers. So that is स्थावर, and there are 11 lakhs of the insects and reptiles, and 10 lakhs are 10 lakh bodies are birds. 10 lakhs are birds, and 30 lakhs are quadruples. Quadruples means chaupada pashus, like cow and others like this, cow, buffalo, goat, and 4 lakhs are of human beings. So rather than protecting them and giving them support, but we try to take advantage and we kill them. We cannot produce even one ant. We have no right to kill it. So we have to know what is our rights. So this sort of service or mercy is not recommended in the Vedic wisdom. As I stated in previous work, it has been divided by expert saintly persons that Krishna is the root of everything, and that worshipping Krishna is worshipping everyone. Just as supplying water to the root of a tree means satisfying all of the branches and twigs automatically. Another point is that by serving Krishna, we serve all the living beings. So आपकी दया सब पर न्यौछावर हो जाती है, सब कुछ चालू हो जाती है. Another point, that the universe is full of living entity from top to the bottom. Not that other planetary system or moon has no life. There is life even in the sun planet. So everywhere there is life. Because of our grass body is made of earth, water, fire, and ether. So like even in the sun planet, they have all fiery bodies. So they could live even in the sun or sun rays or sun globe. Jiva, Rashi, Akirna, modern scientists and so-called scholars think that there is no living entities on planets other than this one. Recently, they have said that they have gone to the moon, but did not find any living entity there. They may be not able to see even there. They are demigods. They live there in the moon planet. So unless their eyes are anointed with praying, they may not be able to see them. But Srimad Bhagvatam and the other Vedic literatures do not agree with this foolish conception. There are living entities everywhere, not only on the one or two, but Jiva, Rashi. Rashi means collect many millions and trillions of people, many millions of living entities. Even on the sun, there are living entities. Although it is fiery planet, the chief living entity on the sun is called Vivashwan. Imam Vivashvate Yogam Proktavanaham Aveyam. All the different planets are filled with different types of living entities according to the different living conditions. To suggest that only this planet is filled with living entity and that others are vacant is foolish. This betrays a lack of real knowledge. We are in the material world because of the lack of knowledge. That we are part of Krishna, we should live in harmony with Krishna by worshipping Him. We want to create our own society, our own kingdom. We are not really the enjoyer. We have to understand that Krishna is Bhoktaram Yagitapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Shodham Sarvabhutanam Yajyatva Mam Shantim Richati. He is the Bhokta, he is our well-wisher, and he is the enjoyer. Bhokta means enjoyer. And he is the supreme controller. We are not the controller. We cannot control our own body. We could die at any time. We are not the owner. We are not the enjoyer. We are not the proprietor. All these are qualities of Krishna, not us. So we should never think that I am the enjoyer. People they write on the billboards, proprietor such and such. but we are not for any time, any minute we can be kicked out. Even somebody who is going to be hanged, they have that and such time they will be hanged. But we don't have any such thing. Even next moment that we are talking, we may be dead. So better to serve Krishna and surrender to Krishna, and that way our life, the purpose of human life is solved. Text number 37. Pranyanena srastani nratir yagrashi devata shete jivena rupena pureshu purasho yasau. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has created many residential places like the bodies of the human being, animals, birds, sand, and demigods. In all of these innumerable bodily forms, the Lord resides with the living entity, being as Paramatma. Thus, he is known as the Purushavatar. Purush means enjoyer. So, there are, according to our desires, Krishna gives you want to show your body, become a tree. You want to drink the hot blood, then become a tiger or lion or cheetah and pounce and drink the hot blood. So Krishna wants to fulfill. He is so kind that he fulfills all our desires. And sometimes people, they go, human being, they go to demigod. Why they go? Because they have so many desires and they could fulfill more easily than Krishna. Krishna sees that is it better for him in a long run. Shreyas and prayers, whether it is good for my worshipper. Otherwise, he does not give that, or he gives in a different way, which is permanent. We are permanent being. Soul is eternal, and so we have to achieve or try to go for eternal things rather than something temporary. So Krishna is easily that you can please him. Right? Patram pushpam phalam toyam yume bhaktya prachiti. Tadaham bhakti uprat ashnami prayatatmana. That even you give a leaf, just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to ponder with this Kolavecha Sridhar, and Sridhar used to give him some leaf or something, Sridhar. So because he was a very nice devotee, he will, whatever that simple life, he will sell some banana and some banana, like something, the roots of the banana or some vegetable, and he will use whatever he earns, 50% go for Ganges worship, 50% for his maintenance. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come and then fight with him, give it either free or at a very, very low cost. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would eat the same sag that he gets from Sridhar. Because Krishna wants to eat from his devotees. Duryodhana ko mehma tyago saga vidurna khayo. So he eats just sag or banana peels in the house of Vidur because he was a devotee. So first we have to surrender to Krishna, become a devotee, then after then he will take it. Not that from anybody who comes and cooks and Krishna is greedy for some food. He is greedy for bhakti, not greedy for some particular food. He is Lakshmi Sahasrata Sambrahma Sevyamana. Thousands of Lakshmis are willing to serve him. He does not want, he wants praying. He does not want opulence. Even Lakshmi until now could not join, is still the Ras Leela. She wanted to join. She is still worshipping in Belvan and she could not join the Ras Leela because she cannot give her nature of opulence. That, oh, I can provide, I could keep, make everybody rich. But that is not Krishna is looking for. Although in Vraj everything is there, but Vraj Bhakti is simple, plain for people who are simply live. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will tease and take away the leaves of Kolavacha Sridhar. Flower, Gajendra offered a flower when he was almost dying by the crocodile who was pulling his leg in the big lake, and almost he would have died, but he saw because he was a devotee, he remembered some prayer and there was so many lotus flowers on that lake. So he picked up one and offered to Krishna. Just thinking, even he could not take it or did not offer at the lotus feet of the deity of Krishna or Vishnu, but Krishna accepts even if you do worship in the mind also. So one can worship in the mind and he accepts that. But that would come that first practically you have to do it. This elephant has given flowers to the Lord in his previous life or in this life. So that activity, then only you could offer, then only you could remember, but not that I could smaran or mansa bhakti is all right. But first you have to do the practical bhakti, and then only it is possible. So flower was offered and Gajendra was protected. The uh, phal that Krishna offered a little uh, grains to the to this lady who was selling the fruits. And so practically hardly there were one or two dana, not even much. But she filled up the hand. This uh, one the seller of the fruits, she gave so much fruits to Krishna. And later on, when she went home, those grains were turned into so many jewelry and gold and rubies and diamonds. And so she could not. So this is Krishna reciprocated so much, even if you give a little. The water, that water was like offered. Satyavrat Muni. Satyavrat Muni was, he always used to offer the water wherever he used to take bath. Then when he one day when he was offering, then little fish came in his palm. Then he was throwing, and then again when he will pick up another water, then another, and fish was growing, and she spoke that please, it's a very little water for me. Please put me in a bigger. He put him in the ocean, and that fish was the supreme personality of Godhead in his Matsya incarnation. So just by offering little things which anybody can collect, Krishna becomes very happy. Uh, and one should not eat anything without offering to Krishna. Uh, so anyway, Krishna is hungry for prey. Krishna wants, he does not need any, but he needs. And even if we desire to become free, just desiring is enough. Desiring is in the spiritual kingdom. You desire something, you offer something in the mind, Krishna accepts it. Like one boy, uh, or one devotee was offering milk at night time in the mine, and then he was heating it up, and then he said, is it cold or has it become cold? And his finger got burned, and in the morning he saw that it is burned. So uh, Krishna sees the devotion. Krishna sees in the heart that is looking for him, not for our sense enjoyment. This whole material world is upside down. Is when it's a root is in the spiritual kingdom. What we see is the reflection. Urdha in Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter, first verse. Urdha mula adam shakha sasvatam prahuravayam chandansi yesha pranani yastam vedasa vedavid. Supreme Personality of God, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree that has its roots upward and its branches down, uh, and whose leaves are the Vedic hymns. One who knows this tree is the known of the Vedas. Means that this is material world is not a really real world, it is just a reflection. Its roots are, so we belong, its roots are in the spiritual kingdom. So we belong to the spiritual kingdom. That's where we should go and try to go. So we should have laksh, means a goal. Our goal is not to enjoy the senses in the material world or bring the senses to the sense objects. There is no, it is just in the mind. So control the mind, serve with the mind, keep the mind busy with a spiritual activity all day. If you keep it empty, then something will come, and mostly material, because we have been in the material kingdom from time immemorial. So for so many lifetimes we are in the material world. So it will create problem uh, if we try to remain in the material world. We want to enjoy, then Krishna keeps you in the material world. But if you desire, just a little bit desire, then Krishna liberates us. So even we are how is Durachari, Sudurachari means all around that we have done a lot of abnormal activity, sinful activity. One may know how it is sinful. How do we know? Krishna tells you, but through the scripture, through that you know that doing something is sinful, and doing anything for Krishna is not sinful. Anything that you do to please Krishna is always devotional. So we should do. Krishna does not want something with no devotion. He wants love, and we want to be loved. Krishna loves us in any relationship, whatever relationship we want to make, and Krishna is ready to reciprocate. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tanastateva bhajami. We want to become a friend, a lover, a servant, a father. Krishna could be the best relation. So rather than, so one may say, what I should do with my children and wife and family and parents, and yes, you have relation, but in relation to Krishna, that Krishna has provided me this family, so they are part of Krishna, and I should take care of them as out of duty. Dharma means a duty also, so we should become dharma, but don't forget Krishna. Krishna should be the center. But Krishna has sent this. Krishna has sent me this nice wife, nice husband, nice parent, and you serve them in the ended respect. And as the job, everything is Krishna. His temple, his devotees. So one should not be too much attached to the family, attached to Krishna. In that relation, you serve your family, nation, country, universe, anything, but it is in relation to Krishna. So Krishna has many, many qualities. Krishna, he is the ocean. Main, I will give you that how that he is the all the scriptures come from him. Means scriptures means Agam, Nigam, Vedas, Smriti, Shastra, and by remembering and Shruti, Smriti, 100 Upanishads, they all come from. So he is ocean of all the like Gita Sar, and so all these things are from Krishna. It comes. So what they are teaching? Ismartavyam Satatam Vishnu. Always we should remember Krishna. Vismartavyo, not to forget. Na jatuchit. Sarve vidhi nishedasya etareva kinkara. That vidhi and nished is part of this. That if Krishna is happy with your vidhi or nished, that's fine. But if he's not happy, then you should not indulge in those things. So we should, Krishna says in that man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. That is 1865 and also 934. So man mana bhava, think of, put him in the mind. Mind always think of Krishna. Madhyaji, yajan, pujan, you worship Krishna. So Diti worship is always recommended, not the demigod worship. But Diti worship, that is fine, but you should not neglect the devotees also at the same. Oh, I'm doing this. No, just like this Pundari, Pundali, he was worshipping his parents, taking care. And then Krishna came and said, please stand up. He threw the Ita or brick, and that's why Vitova. Then he just frozen there. So he took a long time and he stayed there in the form of the Diti. So in this way, so remembering Krishna, how you will remember and who remember. So there are remembering Krishna. Kansha was also remembering Krishna. Or Shishupal was remembering Krishna. He is my enemy. Kansa was remembering by fear, and Shishupal by envy. Why is worship the first? What is his? Is just a ordinary wala. So we should see through the scriptural eye who is Krishna, not whimsically what we think. Krishna Chintan, always. So he has many, many qualities, and if we remember qualities, we will be able to love him. Karunya Jaladi, he is the Karuna Sagar. Karuna Kana, he is the most, if he is humble and he, you could worship him, that he is Karuna Sagar. Karuna means mercy. He is very, very merciful, just like Putna came to kill him by the poison, but the poison part was drunk by Lord Shiva, but he drank her milk and gave him the position of like Mother Yashoda, assistant to Mother Yashoda. Ardhar, Aho Bakiyam Istanakala Putam Jigan Shayapaya. yadapya sadhvi lebe gatim dhatruchita tatonyam kamva dayalo shranam rajema. That who can be more merciful that somebody is killing and is giving her the position of
Hey, good morning. Good morning, morning.
a mother. Saushilya Jaladi, Krishna Sucharitra. Charitra.
Writing what? Writing? Okay, we'll work on that. We will work on that now when you go.
Hare Krishna. Can you please mute if you want to talk? Saushilya Jaladi Sri Krishna Suchitra ke Sagar. Sucharitra means his charitra is glorified. See, he won whole like fight with Jarasandha and Mathura and Kansa, but he made his own maternal uncle. Nana ji ko unhone raja banaya. Maharaj Ugrasen, not Agrasen, but Ugrasen. He could have taken, but no, he did not do that way. So his charitra, his character is very high. His beauty, Sri Krishna Saundarya ke samudra hai. Saundarya Jaladi. Jaladi means ocean. And so he is the most beautiful personality, and everybody is attracted to him by his beauty. Even the Cupid is attracted. But Radharani is even more beautiful than Krishna. That's why Madan Mohan means he's enchanter of the Cupid, but she is enchanter of Cupid. Madan Mohan, Mohini, Madhurya. माधुर्य के साथ सौंदर्य beauty, but also his like Vallabhacharya singing Sripad Vallabhacharya Adaram Madhuram Vadanam Madhuram Nayanam Madhuram Hasitam Madhuram Hridayam Madhuram Ramanam Madhuram Madhuradipate Rakilam Madhuram. There's many his Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela, everything is Madhur, everything is sweet. Madhuram Etan Mangalam Mangalanam Sakala Nigamavadli Sakhalam Chitswarupam Sakradapi Parigita Shraddhaya Helayava Bhagavara Naramatram Tarayet Krishna Nama. His name is also Madhur. So if we chant, even with Helan, I mean Hasi, Majak, Tanta Karte Hevi, but even if you are chanting the name of Krishna, you get the benefit of that. So first, we to develop the love of Godhead, we worship Krishna, and when we get Krishna, then we worship Him again, and we chant the holy name. So chanting is to get the mercy of Krishna, and then when we get the mercy of Krishna, we again still chanting. So chanting is for Krishna, and then also the result is Nam will bring you more name, Prem will bring you more Prem, and he is very Gambhir. Gambhirya Jaladi is the ocean of Gambhir. Means he was sent as a Sandesh Vahak, Salakar, Sarthi. He did everything very nicely. Audarya means Udarta. So much like Namo Mahavadanaya, Krishna Prem Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gaura Tushenam. So he Audarya means he Audhardani, he just gives उदारता से इतना दे देते हैं कि that one cannot. आप अपने दो हाथों से कहा कितना देंगे कृष्ण को, but Krishna has thousands of arms and he could give so much that you cannot even keep it. So just like to this Khola Becha Siridhar, Sudama, how much he gave, or to the Phalwali, so he is very udar, even a little bit bhakti, he gives himself, and he walks behind. Then Vatsalya Jaladi, Sri Krishna, Vatsalta ke agar. Vatsalya means just like a mother loves his child, and so much so, and he is also like so much that he is with us. Nobody is number one who is with us is Paramatma and lives with us. Not that he does not give, but he goes everywhere, even in the hellish planets. So he is the closest, not only relative, is closest our well-wisher. He is with us. He is the closest friend, but rather than putting our attention to him, we put attention and develop our attachment to something of the material world. Then we remain in the material world. You are attached, you want this, take it. You want me, then come to my abode. I will play with you. Any relation you want, Krishna will make it. And that would be the perfect relation. Material relations are based on selfishness, and it breaks also, either at death or even before death. So why to develop so much attachment to some person in the material world? But we should develop our whole thing, and on that basis, relation to Krishna, you could love somebody in the material world, but not otherwise. Loving my child, but not loving Krishna is a futile, is useless. But love Krishna, and then you could love in relation that is given to me by Krishna. So Vatsalya Jaladhi, he is the ocean of Vatsalyata. Vatsalyata means a prem, just like a mother loves. That is Vatsalya. Vatsa means a little child, and then you worship just like the mother loves the child. So anyway, I have to prepare for going to Florida and visiting different temples. So if anybody has any comments or questions, we can discuss about Krishna. I read, I think, 2 verses or 3 verses, 35 and 35, 36 and 37. I will complete the verse 36. Okay, 35 and 36. 2 of the verses.
तुला रोज झोपताना
Hare Krishna. So anybody has any comments, questions? You can unmute now.
Hare Krishna Maharaj,
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah. So Maharaj, like you explained the duties of Grihastha, right? And so how we are always, there is a Grihastha life which is Krishna conscious, and then there is another life which is interacting with people who are not Krishna conscious within the family itself. How do we manage that?
It's a good question. Whether they are devotees or not devotees, but you should feel that they are given to me in charge by Krishna, and you relate to them in a positive way. Never think that, oh, वो भिखमंगा है, वो पढ़ा लिखा नहीं है, वो ugly है. Just like, so you make your relation according, and then try to worship Krishna, or try to pray to Krishna that he also becomes Krishna conscious. So you make a relation with a mother does not see the child is filthy, passing urine, have so much mucus, and body is filled all dirt. But she cleans him up and puts on the lap. At night time, a child passes urine and mother and makes the bed wet. In previous time, there was no diapers. So she will sleep on the wet area and put child on the dry area. But she does not think that he is passing urine, why I should tolerate it. He tolerates. So Krishna also, if we act thinking of Krishna, that he is given to me by Krishna, he is part of Krishna, he has Paramatma in his heart, and do our vyavahar or relationship in a nicer way, positive way, rather than feeling some other way around. So Krishna is happy that people sometimes don't serve poor people. They want to give to bigger people. So your name is more and more. He gives donation to this society, that society. But that society may not be Krishna conscious. So give it to her where there is temple building, give to the poor people who, I'm not saying that poor means they may misuse, so you have to see it in donation, but it should be donation in a mood of service to Krishna. Not, now you may give to a poor people and he may take wine, so you have to discriminate also. But in giving for temple building or building something where prasadam is served, or book printing, or books are distributed, that is the in mode of not only goodness but transcendental goodness. Divya Vasudev Sattva. So we should always donate for such places where the Krishna consciousness is taking place and spreading. Their aim is to bring more and more people to the lotus feet of Krishna. So you have a good question where how we should in the same family. So you should tolerate those things may come against you, or they may not be lovable, but it's otherwise lovable means you're also looking like them, that uh, one should love in the same way whether they are good or bad, thinking of Krishna. That is the main object, is that there is also Paramatma that they are giving to you by Krishna, and you take care of them. Just like somebody is lame or blind and you have to put on the wheelchair and take everywhere. Some mothers, they have disabled child, challenge the child, but the mothers, they help them lifelong, thinking that if you think that he is my child, then that's all, your service is gone. But if you think that Krishna is given to me somehow or another, because I was sinful or I have done something, and now I have to engage in this, and gradually your sins will cut off by serving a disabled child, because he is given to you by Krishna, and you think that it is part of Krishna, and he came in your life because of our some sinful activity, and that is being reduced by serving. But Krishna should always be the center of your thoughts, not that it is my child and that's why I should take care. I have seen them in the wheelchair, and they take such children, and they serve them lifelong practically until they die. One may say, what is the use? He will die and he won't be able to serve them back. So we don't look whether a child is serving you or not. That is not our criteria. Our criteria is just serve, thinking of Krishna. I hope it is a tough question, and it is difficult to digest, but that is the way that we Shastra describes us.
Yeah, thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so anyone else has any comments?
Thank you, Prabhuji. This is Geeta for a wonderful class and great learning to keep Lord Krishna in the center of every relationship we have in this whole wide world. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Okay, should we end now?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this nectar class. As always, how should we be our grahastha life in Krishna consciousness? I don't have any question, but thank you so much, Maharaj, explaining so nicely.
Thank you, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai.
Should we end here?
Yes, Maharaj. If nobody, Vamsi, Vilas, do you have anything? Question? Okay. So, let's pay obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarvesha kripa sindhu vaivacha. पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय। नमाचार्य शिलादास ठाकुर की जय। प्रभुपाद की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। हिज होलीनेस स्वामी कृष्ण महाराज की जय।
Jai.
सो मच महाराज। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hari bol. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
I will be in Maryland area, Washington, Baltimore, Maryland area. Then there's Radharaman Prabhu will let you know who are attending this, so we could meet you people personally. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Hare
महाराज।
Krishna.
Yeah, we will coordinate महाराज। हरे कृष्ण।
Okay, Hare Krishna. Damodar? Ah.
खाली अनुमति હોય તો થોડો કામ કરલા ખાલી अनुमति હોય તો થોડો કામ કરલા Now we need our passport, right? Well, I have to change my passport. Huh? I have to change my passport. Do you have a real ID? Driver's license. I don't think your license is. Okay, then you stay here, Papa, okay? Huh? Then you stay here. Then you stay here. What? लोगों ने किसी काम दिया था No, we already knew. So Damodaran, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go, Papa. Let's go. नहीं आपके यहाँ कहाँ वो 3 घंटा से कहाँ वेट कर रहे हो तो रात का मैं यहाँ को क्यों वेट कर रहे हो तू ये कहाँ पे गए इसको ओ पापा तू कभी भगवान को तो पापा भी बताएगा और on your condition is what no everybody are you चलो let's go